We are live. Hey, good morning. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I hope you're doing well. It is 7:05 and it's a Monday. So it's a Monday. Give us a break. It's not as early as it normally would be. This is our 370th episode, and I can hear the trash trucks actually finally make it through the neighborhood. Even though they're supposed to be here Friday and Saturday, I guess Sunday. They're catching up though. They're only one day behind, one work week day behind. Anyway, I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and we're here to talk about Scrum and Agile, and not necessarily the trash, but we did talk about the other day how telling everybody that you know you're going to be one day behind every sprint just gets them all pissed off, right? Sooner or later, customers don't like it, so you should do it. You should tell them what the reality is and do it that way. Anyway, when we talk about Scrum and Agile, we do it in such so that you can bring value to your customer, get home to your family and friends, work in reasonable hours, and have some fun along the way. And today I got a couple topics. One, hey, I'm an engineer by trade. I got that engineer. It's not spelled right, on my other T-shirt. But there's a space race going on this week. As I posted up earlier, I was like, this month, the end of July, August, everybody's going to be shooting rockets off to go to Mars because it's the perfect time to do it. And there's a Mars launch on, I think NASA just put out for July 30th, which is only a couple of days, only 3 days from now. And then the guys that are up at the space station are supposed to come back, I think on the 3rd of August or the 5th of August, like something like that. But you can go on YouTube and you can find all this stuff out, and it's pretty cool. It's amazing to be living in this time. It's been a long time since we've had all this rocketry going up there into space, and it's been live and telegraphed. I think that's because the commercial industry is in there, and they're like, we're going to build some social media feed. I don't know about you, but I'll watch it all day long. So it's a now popular thing. So my two topics today. So why Daily Scrum? Question I get asked all the time, and it'd be interesting to talk about what answers people. So when people say they have troubles, people come to Daily Scrum, I always ask them, so why should they go to Daily Scrum, right? That's what I ask my Scrum Masters. And it's a good coaching question, isn't it? Why should they come to Daily Scrum? And then I go through what they tell me, and I find it interesting, the responses I get. And I get it from a lot of different people, the reasons why to go to Daily Scrum. We're going to talk about that a little bit. And then we're going to talk about a little networking exercise. I went to a event in Memphis online. We went to an event. I was online in Zoom, and we did this. It was a great little networking exercise, so I figured I'd share that with you. So we have our two topics for today. So let's talk about Daily Scrum first, and then we'll do the networking exercise at the end. So why Daily Scrum, right? So I get this answer from coaches, which always drive me crazy. It's like, really? I get it from managers, Scrum Masters, pretty much everywhere. So why do you need to go to Daily Scrum? Well, it's company policy. It's required for Scrum. So I can get my updates. So people update the board, and et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. By the way, every one of those things I've heard from Scrum Masters, users, people who are Agile coaches, managers are supposed to be transformation managers. I have heard from everyone. So again, they go, because it's company policy, it's required by Scrum, so I can get updates. So people update the board. Okay, so those are the reasons why people say you should attend Daily Scrum, or why people should attend Daily Scrum. If those are your reasons, you need to rethink about why your reasons for Daily Scrum. Okay, we're going to tell you that. So let me ask you a question. Do any of those reasons motivate you to actually attend Daily Scrum? I mean, seriously, if those are your reasons, does that make you motivated to actually attend Daily Scrum? Now, remember, the question is, why aren't people going to Daily Scrum? If those are the reasons why to attend Daily Scrum, then you're not a very good Scrum Master, right? That's not why you go to Daily Scrum. That is, you're going to lose the battle. Now I got my little book. So let me ask you a question. How is that any different than filling out a timesheet? How many of us love to fill out timesheets? Don't, do you? No, you don't. So all those reasons above, pretty much the same as it is to fill out timesheets. But wouldn't anyone, if you had to do a timesheet, wouldn't you love to get rid of the timesheet? So if those answers above are your reasons why your team should go to Daily Scrum, then you're no better than a timesheet. I'm just being real with you guys, right? If you're a Scrum Master and your topics up top are the reasons why people should go to Daily Scrum, then you're no better than filling out a timesheet every week. Just saying. So think about it. I'm not going to tell you what the answers are or what how to think, but I want you to think about these questions. I would love to see comments from people on that topic. All right. So now the second topic. Boy, this is going fast. I thought it would take a lot longer to have that conversation. Well, we're at 6 minute mark. So you see, this is a good question. What is your answer? Is that one of those? Okay. So now we'll talk about the Zoom meeting. So finding new ways to organize and get things done. I thought this was a great icebreaker activity for a virtual meeting. I kind of wish we could do it more in a physical meeting too. You can facilitate this to happen in a physical meeting, but in Zoom it works really easy. And here's what it is. So you got a meeting, you got a group of people, and you want to have them introduced. Maybe some met each other, some have not. So you randomly you pair up people in twos, and in Zoom you can pair up meeting rooms, and you can pair them up by twos. You can say 2 people per room, and it will randomly pick 2 people and put them in there. Hopefully, it won't do the same 2 people, but that's what it will do. And what you do is you prime the discussion between the 2 people with a question, but you got to ask a relevant question. I was like, what is your toughest thing in Agile? What question do you hear the most in that? I don't know. Come up with a question. So you prime a question to the group, and you say, what is your most difficult thing about Agile? You share that with the group, then you send them off. I'm thinking you do it a minute a person. I think we did 2. It depends. 1 minute to get the question, another minute. So maybe if you do 2 minutes, it would work. Where you can get to know them a little bit and have a little discussion. So you send the 2 people off. They talk about the question because that feeds the topic of conversation, and it works well with people who are shy because they give them a topic to gravitate to versus having to introduce themselves and get going. They talk about it, and then you bring them back. Then you do it again, but with a different question. Right? So the next time, just in case you do get the same person, at least it's a different question. So maybe the next time you say, what's your favorite ceremony? Right? Oh, we're going to talk about this. I had a debate. Someone wrote something about it's event. It's not a ceremony. It used to be ceremony. Now it's an event. I like the term event much better. So let's say, what's your favorite Scrum event? And I want to try to use that more. Maybe I'll write that in my book, why I want to talk about that. Let's have an event. What's your favorite event? So you go back, you talk about it for 1 or 2 minutes, and then after that, you bring them back, and then you do it again. And you could do it between 2 and 5 times. I think 5 times is kind of maxing out how many times you go back and forth. 3 is probably a good number, so that way you get to meet 3 people. The goal is not to meet everybody in the session. The goal is just to meet a couple people and have a little conversation, one-on-one conversation with somebody else. It's a great icebreaker. It's a great way of using the internet and have one-on-one conversations with somebody else for a little bit. And then you do it like 2 or 3 times, get a couple people just to warm them up in the conversation mode and to give them some thought-provoking questions with some people besides yourself. So in this little COVID thing, I thought that was a great interaction tool. And then how could you do that in public? whenever we get to the point we're actually meeting in person, I don't know when in the States we're going to be doing that, but you could feed a question. You can find, you can give everybody maybe a number, like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then you can say, okay, 2's find a 3. I don't know, and kind of force the different people to talk to different people. But that would be an idea. So those are the 2 topics. So 1, is your daily scrum like filling out a time card? Because if it is, you need to change your daily scrum. And 2, how to go meet some people during a Zoom conference or a social media gathering. And I like that idea of spending a minute or 2 with a fed question so that they don't have to come up with it. It's an icebreaker question. I think the dynamics, it was a great little session we did with the Memphis Meetup group, and it was fun. So those are my 2 things for a Monday. Sorry we're a little later than normal. Cleaned up stuff, got some stuff done, did some stuff in the morning, took care of the kids, made some coffee. Wife's doing her thing. And but now we're off. It's a Monday. Have a great day. If you already had your Monday done, good for you. You survived. And I wish all you well and happy scrumming. With that, take care, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye. Don't forget to watch the Rockets.